All right, and what it is we'll probably be defining a shape. It could be a C shape for the half diminished chord. And I believe I recognize it. It's something like this seven. There's actually two of them in the C shape. There's the 7-4-6-2 shape, and then there's the 6-2, the 6-2-7-4 kind of thing. But that's I think borrowed a little bit from the D shape over here. Here it is, 6-2-4-7. That kind of thing. Some of them go into the next box. Certainly, this is characteristic of the C box. 7-4-6-2, 7-4-6-2. So that's where you get that classic kind of like barbershop quartet. Because we had to find some half diminished, agree on a half diminished chord. So this is likely going to be the C-shaped one, although this one is also in the C shape for some reason. I put it there, so it's going to have to be considered. The 3 is there just to show you what string it'll be on. Let's just move along because this gets good. So we get into the A shape. Are we going to have an A shape? Now, what do you mean by A shape? Well, in the C shape here, we're in the C box. So this is incorporated in the C box. This is the A box, which is an extended A box. Okay, not only it has A, it also has a D in it. That's the 4th of A, and then the 5th of A is the E shape. Alright, it's the 5th of the A-shaped whatever you're in. And that's going to be this shape. So I've done all the homework for you. This is simply the result of my work and other people's. Music there's a lot of good stuff available on the internet. But I had to make my own mind up, and I had to realize this stuff was badly hodgepodge. If I showed you the chart that I had before I put this together, I mean, it was horrible. And then suddenly I realized, and I was tired, and I had stayed up practically the whole night, 2 nights, 3 nights in a row to do this. I finally realized I had collected all 5. So this would be something like the A shape half diminished. Okay, so we'd be barring on the 5 on the 5th degree there. Alright, because A shape starts on the 5th degree. Why does A shape start on the 5th degree? If this is your fret nut here and you play an A, okay, trying to figure out which inversion it was. Alright, that should be a second inversion. It is. It is. I just couldn't play it. I couldn't play it. It was too low. I had to cross over to get it. I didn't want to do that. That's the second inversion A, right? Okay. So when you play a second inversion A on open, and pretend this is your fret nut, so this is an open chord. Then the bottom note here is a 5. That's why there's a 5 there. So this is the A position, and the apparently it worked out that this is the half diminished shape for the A position. So in the future, I'm going to be phrasing this stuff and saying a A-shaped half diminished chord. Okay, so when we go back to the other chart, let's go back in time for a little bit to this guy right here. We're in the A right there, And when we're going up the scale tone chords of the A shape, could do it in A, could do it in C, it doesn't matter. C is easier for me because I won't mess it up. So it's okay. When we get to this, we're talking about an A-shaped B flat 3, B flat 5. So that's interesting because when you get to this, if you're in the okay, the A shape here, that's interesting. If you start with an A-shaped C, would have to be up here. If I was doing an A-shaped C. Once you get to the half diminished, you have to back it down. The cage goes down a little bit for that. Okay, and there's an A-shaped B, which is the 7th scale degree of C. In the key of A, it would be an A-shaped G sharp. Okay, so for you it'd be like that would be the 7th scale degree. You start with an A-shaped, and again, this is following the pentatonic too. But you flat the 3rd and flat the 5th, okay, and you end up with this this arrowhead shape thing, like that. It's like the opposite of D. D is like this, and then the other one is well, actually, if you do it up on those top 3 strings, it becomes like an elongated D. And that's a good way to do half diminished chords. Is just simply take the tonic. You could be in the key of G or something, but that's probably going to be difficult. You know, I always want to try something that's going to end up being difficult. If we're key of D, we do this D up here and just drop everything the proper degree. So you drop the tonic to the 7th, you drop the 3rd to the 2nd, and you drop the 5th to the 4th, staying in that scale, right? So you can always derive a half diminished by dropping each scale degree, but I don't recommend it. No, there are lots of tricks that you can use, you know. I mean, it's just to find out where they are. But now, instead of this, we're going to be able to use our chart, and it's going to say an A-shaped B half diminished. And we're going to know that because we're going to look up in the chart here and see, okay, the second and last one was a G minor shaped A minor. So in the A box here, a G minor shaped A minor being the 6th, the root, and the 3rd. So it would be here, 6th, root, and 3rd. You know, and you know that that the G shape is like this, right? It's this big long chord. Okay, and so the G is alright, but the G minor shape is like that. And that's certainly what it is. The 6th, the root, and the 3rd. That's the minor 3rd from that 6th to the root. So we would at that point know what we're talking about when I say A-shaped, A-shaped 7 half diminished, and it's going to be this crazy looking chord, but it's fun, you know. So if I put the capo on the A, right, the A, let's say for my C, I'm doing it in C. Alright, here's E-shaped C, here's A-shaped C. And this is on your guitar. You can do this too. It's about 5 semitones up or 4 from the regular open E, open A. Bloopers embedded in this video. So on the bar we've already got the 4 and the 2, so we just have to hit the 7 and the 6. The 6, let's see, the 6 is up here.